What up? What up? Top of the top. Here we go. That's right. Good morning. What's up? Everybody rise and shine. Episode 269. Good to see y'all. How y'all feeling this morning? We back at it again on the $2 Tuesday. What's up? I see everybody is in here once again. Y'all know how we do about this time. Good to see y'all. Salute to everybody catching the replay. Salute to everybody that's catching this for their first time. I see all the family in here this morning. That's right. So you know I'm gonna turn up today. ABG, what's good? Salute to everybody in here. I see y'all. I'm gonna get to all of y'all. Y'all know how I do at the end of the show. Good morning, Danielle Walker, ASAP Auto, Black Barbie, L Blizz, Zingard. I seen you. The first was in here. Queen of Detroit. What's up, Queen? Joe Kent, Lady Love, Jay Goodbar. What's up? Malaya, Miss 420. What's up, y'all? Anyway, how y'all doing today? Another day. We're going to talk about some things today. Y'all see, it's nothing going on. Y'all know my slogans. I'm not about to do a back-to-back talking about August Alsina and Tory Lanez. That is the distraction. Think about it. Those two dudes are small fries in the game. They're nobodies. And I don't think it's nobody right now playing none of their music. So let's stop playing. All right. So we're not going there today. We're going to talk about something else, which you already know we already be talking about. But I got a little time. We got time to get into some of this stuff on how this thing called the mockery of the black man, effeminization. There's many different categories to go under, but we're going to just talk about some of these things. And like I said, let me give a disclaimer before I start this show. All right. It's not my fault all these sexual deviant stories keep coming out. All of this promiscuous behavior, all of this, y'all see what's going on, man. Y'all just see. But remember, there's always real stuff going on. And I'm going to talk about the real stuff at the end because I'm going to show you how people keep getting distracted. And yeah, remember I told you I was going to show y'all about them flying cars? I'm going to show y'all today how they already ahead. So that's why I say I gotta bring it back. Sometimes we get caught up, but I always got to bring it back to what's really going on. We futuristic over here. Remember that. But we do go into other things. But I'm gonna keep you focused on what's really going on because they playing a lot of magic games. Anyway, salute to everybody. I see y'all pulling up. Out familiar, what's up? I see y'all up in here. J.E., what's up? John Shab, what's good? All right, y'all. Now I see my people in here. Like I said, we're gonna get into it. Now, for No Fame Live, episode 269. Without further ado, let's get into the business. So y'all relax and fall back, and we're gonna have a good day. Just know that. That's what we do over here. All right, let's talk about it, man. That's why I say I'm giving disclaimers at the beginning of the show. Disclaimer. I'm not co-signing none of this. I'm not bashing none of this. We just gonna talk about it because people don't want to talk about it. So it makes it easier for me to do my job because I like to talk about that which is not spoken of. I like to speak on things that are not seen. I like to watch the hidden hand move. You dig? And that's how I stay on point. So we're gonna take a look at this. And like I said, the national campaign, the worldly campaign is mockery of the black man, all right? Mockery of the emasculated man. And then you got to just be the black man, a man, period. Now, let me say something else. Every man has a right to choose what he wants to do with his own life. Yes, he does. And something else I want to clarify. My only thing is all of this stuff being promoted. I'm going to say it again. We know all of this behavior has been going on for years, hundreds of years, thousands of years. but it has never been promoted as much as it is now, like it was in the days of Rome and Greece. That's the difference. It's promoted. Remember, when you got to a certain age, you had a choice. Now it is no choice because it's being shoved down your throat. It's all being shoved in your subconscious. That's the difference. It's all being pushed and pushed and pushed on you. Every time you turn around, there's something else. But remember, the thing is this, what? People that are grown, we have the ability to determine what's in front of us. People who are younger and naive and just not experienced or even aware, they are the ones that get these thoughts and ideas pushed in their head. We already spoke about all of this stuff. So I got to start to give people a formula to how all this stuff is going on and taking place, because we've been talking about it. But like I said, man, how you going to go to war when all your soldiers are broke down? How you going to win a war? But I understand how you're going to win a war. The same way it was done back in the day, in ancient days, when what? When the so-called woman went to war as well. And woman also was strategizers at war. See, a lot of people don't understand that, because like I told you, once Rome and Greece came into power, they always hated the woman. They always kept their foot on a woman's neck. That's why when they rewrote the Bible, they made the woman the wickedest entity on the planet, because a lot of that remix done within these books were done by alleged homosexual men. And that's why I told you, to some people, the woman is the enemy. So in warfare, they understand about strength, and the same saying, what? Behind every strong man is a strong woman. Behind every strong woman is a strong man. But if you make the man weak, you take a large part of the strength away. And that is what we are witnessing right now. All right. So we're going to talk about it today. We're going to get into a couple of things, man. It ain't nothing major going on today. Ain't nothing major. I got to make up reasons to pull up. So every time I pull up, I got to leave something on the table. Other than that, there's no need for me to pull up. You dig? So let's talk about it, man. LAMAR ODOM. LAMAR ODOM is he's a broke soul. He's been broken. You know, he was messing around with them Kardashians. You know, him and Khloe was married. LAMAR ODOM was you see, this is another thing you got to peep. This was so sad. LAMAR ODOM is from New York City. He was a prominent basketball star from high school on up. LAMAR ODOM won championships with Kobe Bryant. But most of y'all don't even know that. All y'all know is LAMAR ODOM from Khloe. But LAMAR ODOM was a somebody before Khloe. That's why Khloe got with him. LAMAR ODOM was in the trenches with Kobe, getting them championships, putting in work. But when he started messing with them Kardashians, you see what happened. You see they flip people. What they do to Kanye. Is Bruce Jenner not called Caitlyn Jenner now? My point is, LAMAR ODOM once represented a strong man. And, you know, there's something else they did. He had fell out with his dad, because his dad, you know, used to, you know, be on his back. But long story short, when he was with the Kardashians, he fell out with his dad, aka his structure, his backbone. And we've been seeing him spiral out of control. We also see they was putting LAMAR ODOM in them stories of being a crackhead, slandering his name. Basically, they drove that man crazy. But the only point I wanted to make, people forget, LAMAR ODOM was a prominent basketball star that was in the trenches with Kobe Bryant. He never was a slouch. He never was just a nobody, crackhead, junkie, flunky. But that's his new image, because he has been broken. So I had to give you a background on how they take an individual that is at a certain level and they break him down and reduce him to nothing. That's what they did with LAMAR ODOM. But LAMAR ODOM is now with a transgender woman. That is his new girlfriend, as you see right here in the picture. Very proudly. So therefore, it's nothing to joke about. It's nothing to diss him about. This is the choice he made. That's on him. Another thing I'm going to talk about is what I've been telling y'all about. And it's all my opinion, right? You got to peep game. What up, Rondell? What up, G-Rock? I told y'all, see, they've been, I put it like this. Men are trying to look like women, and women are trying to look like men. That's the whole magic trick behind all that plastic surgery. Because it all stems from Hollywood. And before that, it stems from the European man, the white man. But then again, the white man, the European is two different things. And I'm going to get into that a whole nother topic. You did? White man is a man that was made just like a black man was a man that was made. That's an American thing. But I'm going to say this go back to Europe. Once again, keep in mind Greece and Rome. They are the key figures behind Hollywood. It is said that Hollywood, I was actually watching an old movie. Long story short, from the movie, I learned that Hollywood had transgenders back in the day. I forgot the movie I was watching, but it was about, it was one of them old school movies, and one of the females was a prostitute, and she said, I can't go around Sunset Boulevard because that's where all of the dudes like men at. Basically, she was saying she couldn't get no money on a particular street because the people that go on that street go looking for women. And this was an old movie. So we know this been going on in Hollywood. It's nothing new. This been going on before that because the powers that be that made Hollywood control everything. When it comes to, like I told y'all, when you're dealing with Hollywood, all these things go together. What's that? Fashion, beauty, so-called looks, so-called what's popular. All that's from Hollywood. So I'm going into the thing of these looks that you see now. All these looks you see are manufactured looks. Key thing. We talk to the woman real quick. Woman, y'all know this. Most women prefer a man hairdresser and a man that do makeup over a woman. Why is that? Well, for one, women say that, they don't like women because women be hating. But my point is, it's always been gay men in the mix and controlling how women look. That's my point. Behind the scenes, gay men have always had their hands in women's beauty. The thing that happened in the new world is they stopped applying it to the woman and started applying it to themselves. And this also applies to a woman being replaced. But my point is, it's all done through the magic game called plastic surgery. And I'm going somewhere with it to show you that now women are now modeling themselves to look like transgenders because they feel like that's what the men of Hollywood like. That is my point. Remember when I told y'all a month ago, I said that the European man, he likes the image of a woman that has a certain frame. He don't like woman too curvy in certain places. He don't like that natural look. That's the European man, all right? He likes strong structures on the body. You dig? Strong structures. It don't matter whether it's shoulders, arms, legs, and we're going to talk about the legs too, which is the new cleavage now. And I'm going to show you how a lot of men are now prostituting themselves, flashing their legs, or some say thighs. I couldn't buy no shorts this summer because now they're making all the shorts super short now. And some of y'all dudes, y'all be wearing them. But that's on y'all. But that ain't nothing new neither. That's from the 80s. All you got to do is to go back, look at the old basketball games, look at the old dress of the 80s, tight clothes in the 80s, and short shorts. But guess what? They're bringing all that back. But I'm just showing this, that what? The men do what they think the woman like. And vice versa. The woman do what they think the man like. And it all stems from fashion, and the people that control fashion controls what? Images. Why you think the past couple years, not as much as now, but remember when all these rappers was running around with stylists? The stylists are the ones that introduce the fashion. See, what they do is they get a pretty chick, a good-looking chick, and she go up to the rapper as a stylist and say, I think you'll look good in these. And that's how they turn them out and started getting the men to wear jeggings. You also seen a lot of men wear what? Dresses. How many pictures we got of men wearing dresses? But you see, as soon as they start playing with that fashion game, what happened? They start putting on them dresses because it goes hand in hand. Get it through your head. Fashion is controlled by the Rainbow Society. That is their playing field. That's what they do. You know, you got things you focus on. They got things that they do. That is them. When you're dealing with the arts, that is their playing field. Understand that. So a lot of rappers had stylists. All you got to do is go back. When you see all them rappers started dressing weird, that's when they started picking up stylists. And stylists are entities sent by the powers that be to make you conform and dress how they want you to dress and look how they want you to look. For marketing schemes, a lot of these stylists are so-called, they also are agents. They are also spies and handlers. So my point is, I'm going somewhere with it. So the people that's smart, y'all just stay tuned because I'm going somewhere with all of this. I'm showing you the control images and how it works on people's subconscious. Let's go some more, all right? I'm going to show y'all all of this. And the transgender actress, now mind you, the woman LAMAR ODOM with, whatever, the man, I'm tired of this shit, all right? This person is an actor in Australia. So in Australia, this person is a somebody. So keep that in mind. And the transgender actress's fans seem to believe that the picture was confirmation that the two were in a romantic relationship. One fan wrote, "You guys are amazing together." Another chimed in, "You deserve the world and then some. I'm beyond excited." Whatever. All right. LAMAR ODOM reportedly has a new woman in his life, and she's a transgender. You see, that's why you see how they keep playing these word games. I ain't got time for all the word games. All right. I just ain't trying to disrespect nobody, but it's just too much wordplay. All right. A new woman in his life. She's a transgender. So how is it a new woman, but it's a transgender? You see what I'm saying? Anyway, he's proud though. LAMAR ODOM reported new girlfriend is Danielle Alexis, a popular Australian actress and a model. She starred in the Australian hit TV series. I don't know this TV series. Anyway, I'm still going somewhere with it. Pay attention. Now, this is the real person he with right here. And you got to just look at it because I'm showing y'all this. These are nothing but magic tricks. That's it. Magic tricks. Voila. You feel me? Magic tricks. That's all it is. But as long as you see that big dome, that big forehead right there, and that big, you know what I'm saying? You should already know what time it is. But that ain't my point. I'm just showing you how they work magic. And once they get them entertainers on them drugs and they get high and delusional and depressed, whatever they start dealing with, their brain start this malfunctioning. Anyway, I'm going somewhere with it. Pay attention. All right? This the man right here. This the person right here. All right? Big head or whatever. I'm going somewhere with it. Pay attention. Right? Boom. This is what I was telling you. You see the transgender with this man. Do you see the man got his legs tatted? Y'all been seeing that's been the new trend. Men getting their legs tatted all the way to the thigh. Y'all know that started with women stop playing. Basically, women strippers, all right? Now, you see, they're specifically having men wearing short shorts so that the tats can go all the way up. Or should I say the tats go all the way up so they made the shorts shorter so you can see the tats. But all of that deals with cleavage, meaning showing off thighs. See, I broke down before. Remember Cisco's song, the thong song, the cleavage was the butt crack for women. But before that, back in the day and all before that, the cleavage was the breast. See, I'm showing you how throughout the years, they always switch what they want to put attention to. Before it was the woman's breast, cleavage. That was growing up. When I was growing up, Dolly Parton, all them type of things, you knew a woman by her breasts. You know what I'm saying? And then it became the ass cleavage. Now, what's the new cleavage? Most of y'all know this. The new cleavage now is a woman's stomach. But for the man, the cleavage has always been a man sagging his pants. That's the cleavage for man. Sagging your pants to a certain level because you showing off to certain people. All right. All you got to understand is women are not into men that show their ass. All right. It's other people that like that stuff. So that's why they trick the men, aka the thugs, into these dress codes because it appeals to the eye of certain individuals. Now, as you, like I told y'all, when I told my bros about watch when you wearing pants with your knee, with your flesh poking out your legs and all of that. Now you also see men showing off their thighs, not their calf. Because remember, dudes been getting calf tattoos. Now you see the thighs. Keep in mind that also started from Europeans. All right, that's their swag. But you're gonna see how people always follow. So I'm just showing you the new cleavage and the slick things that they implement and make it normal. And then next thing you know, you don't even know you looking suspect out here. I'm going somewhere with it. Wax Dog, what up? Lexi, what's up? All right, check it out. Now look, this is what I want to show y'all. Now let's take a look at Chloe. See that? Look at Chloe now, y'all. What does Chloe look like? Y'all tell me. Y'all smart. What does she look like? And this is part of the magic trick and the trick. This is how some women get accused of looking like a transgender, and you got transgender accused of looking like women. So you see the gender games. This woman basically, look what she turned herself into. Some say it's from drugs, allegedly. I don't know, but you know, Chloe used to get fat shamed a lot. But also, maybe this is psychological. Maybe she feels like, because remember, she got man problems, remember? She can't keep a man. Maybe she feels like she can't keep a man because she don't have a certain look. And a lot of these women know that these men are swingers. So now they're trying to get the look of a transgender. You see what I'm saying? This is all mental warfare. I'm just showing you this is all psychological. Look how skinny this woman has gotten. And I'm going to be real. The only way I know for a woman to go on a diet that fast is from a cocaine diet. That's the way I know a woman can get that small. You know what I'm saying? But that's my opinion. I'm just showing y'all something. Now let's check it out. Remember, boom, let's check it out. Look at the real Chloe. Boom. But you also see something. See that big head? See, LAMAR Odom had attraction with big heads. See that? Big heads. All this is psychological. Some of y'all know this. You ever notice how when a man and a woman break up, sometimes the man will go try to find a chick that look just like the chick he was messing with. You ever notice that? Or you got dudes, they'll cheat on the chick with a chick that look like the chick. And women do the same thing. They'll break up with a dude and then go mess with a dude that look just like the dude they was messing with. Or sometimes they'll cheat on a dude they with a dude that look just like him. It's psychological. So as you see the big head, right? Boom. But LAMAR was already attracted to big heads. Boom. Let's be real. In that picture right there, Chloe's face, she look like a dude. Because her face, look at their head together. Her face is damn near bigger than his face. But I'm just showing you the game. I'm showing you subliminal mental attraction. The Hollywood game, Hollywood, all of that. But look at LAMAR Odom. Happy to be with his snow bunny. But he also represents a black man that's just lost. He all over the place. And you got to remember something else. He wants everything except a black woman. That's why I told y'all, remember, keep in mind, episode, black woman, most hated on the planet. Boom. So you see a man right here. Not only will he date a so-called white woman, he also would date a transgender woman before he dates a black woman. Peep game. But I'm also showing you the parallel that obviously she felt like she didn't look manly enough, so she had to look more manly. This is the look I was talking about. This is the look that European men worship and love. I should have never said a little boy body because I didn't want petite women to get it twisted. No, petite women don't have a little boy body, all right? Petite women still have certain levels of body fat, certain smoothness, certain no broad shoulders. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about slim in the waist, cute in the face, nice bubble at the right place. I'm talking about the little boy look. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When you see the broad shoulders, certain long, big necks, flat chest, you know the structure. That's the Hollywood look. That's the European look. That's why when they pick their models, they look like little boys. You see Kamara Lee, all of them when they was younger, all of them look like little boys in the frame. That is called a modeling body. That is called the perfect look for a model. But really, it's the look of a transgender. All right? And this look has attraction over a lot of people now to the point where women are trying to look like transgender because they feel like that's what the man likes. especially in Hollywood. You did? So once again, look at Chloe and Lamar, the black man and his snow bunny. See him? But it represents a nigga that's lost. Not because he's dating a woman outside his race, it's because he's just lost. When you come from where you come from, you in school, you play ball, you always in locker rooms your whole life, you always just playing on the road around a bunch of dudes your whole life, from high school to college to the pros, your whole life, majority of your whole life, you spent in locker rooms, around a bunch of men, period. You become weird. And that's part of the breaking process with these people. They start losing their mind. You dig? So my point is, Lamar got turned out. Or he turned himself out. They all got turned out. But my point is, they couldn't stay married because Lamar kept messing up. But at the same time, Chloe might have drove that man crazy. Because dealing with that family, you got to deal with a lot. But my point is, this is supposed to be a man of strength. But you see, he has been reduced to ashes. You dig? And he's been made a mockery of. So now you see today, Lamar Odom sits proudly with his transgender girlfriend. Proudly. You see the word pride? Because he's proud. Nobody cares anyway. But you're going to see they always got to make a point to put it in your face. Because what? It's about the image. That it's okay. It's cool. Don't worry about having kids one day. Don't worry about raising your family. Get you a transgender and just adopt some kids. That's all you got to do. That's what's being promoted. And like I said, I'm not trying to shame nobody, but I got to speak. I got to just keep it real on how things play out, because now it's not a choice. Now it's being forced on people and bragged about. And it's a lot of pride going on. So I'm just speaking my opinion. If a person want to stick a needle in their body and shoot up all day, that's on you. It don't affect me. Whatever you want to do, that's on you. But when you put stuff in the public, we're going to speak about it, because everybody ain't stupid out here. But like I said, this is who Lamar Odom with for real right here. All right? So my point is, this is the crossbreeding of genders. And this is the gender game they've been playing that a lot of men has been falling a victim to. Also, the fact that a lot of men can't satisfy a woman. They just not compatible with women. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it, man. The relationship between man and woman has changed. That's all I'm saying. That's why I keep telling people it makes it easier for real men out here now. It makes it so much easier, because a lot of you men have canceled, X'd yourself out, and just took yourself out the equation with this thing called suspect behavior. And I heard a woman talking yesterday about her man. She was talking to somebody. You know how people talk out loud. And she was talking about how her husband is like her fifth child. She said, I got 4 kids and I got 5. Calling her husband, her child, talking to another man. And I'm trying not to listen, but they talking so loud. I'm hearing the whole conversation. And I'm like, damn, she calling her husband a little boy. That's one. For 2, she said, conversate with another man. And I be goddamn, when I left and went outside, I see her man outside waiting to pick her up. But I was just like, that man has no clue how his woman was just talking all about him like a dog. For 2, he don't understand how weak he is. And then for 3, I say he must really be a weak man and a crybaby for your woman to be talking about you, classifying you as her 5th son. But that's what's going on. And I told people that was part of the game. You see, they understood that times was hard and a lot of men needed to sustain through the help of a woman. But while that was going on, it was a role-playing game being played. And now that we're in a time where now a lot of men can't sustain themselves without a woman, meaning the woman has literally became dude's mom. She was his girl, but now she's his mom, because he can't do nothing without her. And I ain't just talking about he can't go outside. He can't he can't even clothe himself without a woman. He can't feed himself, and he ain't got nowhere to stay. He can't really do nothing. He watch the kids all day. He just do all the roles of the woman now. And I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong to dudes that's doing what they got to do. I'm just talking about how they have created that and made it a lifestyle for the man. They have switched roles. So when we see women going super hard now, That is by design. A lot of women been forced to go hard, for one. For two, a lot of women don't feel comfortable with the man they with, so they feel like they gotta go hard. All of these are games that's been played on the psyche, you dig? On breaking the black man. So remember, we was talking about these wars, but people forgot about gender wars. The number one way a lot of black men are getting slaughtered is through gender games, period. Blackmail, extortion, gender wars. This one, how you gonna go to war when half your men, you know what I'm saying? They with men, meaning they mind ain't even think about no damn family. They mind somewhere else. So I'm just showing y'all how this so-called thing of this so-called people black people rising up and all of that. And I'm trying to show you all the different wars they winning already. All right. For one, what they say, okay, let's break it down. What they say statistically on the black man. What they say, this how simple it really is, y'all. We're gonna take a look, right? Check it out. Boom. They say a percentage of men is gay. A percentage of men, a high percentage of men are in jail. Another percentage of men don't want no black woman. They date outside their race. So how many percentage of men that are really men that are really into black women and things like that, melanated women? You know what I'm talking about. How many percentage of men that are out here really getting they swerve on? You feel me? And what I'm saying is, and this is something I peeped years ago, and some of y'all peeped it. They have been lowering the value of you know what. They've been lowering the value of it. You see, they actually made it a campaign where one of the most greatest things in the world has been reduced to nothing. That same thing that brings forth human life and multiplies the planet has been reduced to nothing. And that's all by design. That's all I wanted to show people. It's all by design. They made it where that thing between the woman's legs is worth nothing no more. And I ain't talking about money. It ain't about nothing. That's what they pushed out here. That's what's in the world right now. So you got to understand, men don't even look at women the same. Now you understand why women get beat up, killed, raped, and because they're not looked at the same. They're not looked at as a treasure. They're not looked at as something precious. It's different now. You know what I'm saying? You got men don't want to be with women because they can't take a woman's mouth. Stuff like that. But we gonna get back into this stuff, man. I'm just showing you this is psychological evaluation. And these are some of the reasons why, as a people, we might already be gone. Because it ain't just LAMAR ODOM. He's just the face of what's going on. And I mean, we got to respect him because he came out. Now we got to talk about this. I'm going to give a disclaimer. All right. I'm not promoting this behavior. I am not bigging it up. I don't agree with this stuff at all. But we got to talk about these things that people don't want to talk about. And I want to show you the definition of pimping your kids. And for those that don't know, this is Dwayne Wade's son, aka Dwayne Wade's daughter, that chose a particular gender before it was even old enough to have sex, before it graduated probably from middle school. This is what's being promoted. Promiscuous behavior amongst kids. This person has an Instagram page. We understand we live in a world of sex offenders, Chesters. We know all of this, right? So the question is, why would Dwayne Wade put his son out there like that? Do you see the grooming that he has done? Him and Gabrielle Union? Do you see the exploitation? This is child exploitation at its finest by his own parents. Remember, I told you he's supposed to be protecting his child, but no, he's throwing his child to the wolves. Because if you think pedophiles and weirdos do not be stalking his son's page, indeed, you're sadly mistaken. But I'm going to show y'all how what? The apple does not fall far from the tree. And Dwayne Wade is another one that represent black men on a national scale. Remember, I have to always repeat it. We know we are all not the same. We know this. But when you on the national scale, your whole nation will be judged by your actions. That's just how it works. Because people in, Europe, they don't understand how it works. People in Australia, they don't know. And Dubai, they don't understand. They just think we all the same. Just like I told y'all, a lot of dudes been trying to make themselves look more masculine with beards. I told y'all. That's all the front too that's been going on the past couple of decades. Not decades, but a couple of years when they started making fake beards. And a lot of dudes was trying to hide their behavior through these beards. You dig? Through these beards. You feel me? And I'm not saying that because what I'm trying to say is, man, beards represent masculinity. But a lot of dudes that know for a fact that they don't like women like that and they kind of suspect, they purposely grow beards to look masculine. You get it? Anyway, this is Dwayne Wade's father. Dwayne Wade, this is the father of Zaya Wade. But you see where it come from. Maybe he couldn't come out like he wanted to when he was younger. Either way, he's not supposed to be pimping his child like that. So we got proof that what? The seeds you sow will eventually appear. So like, remember I told y'all the other day, this stuff don't come out of nowhere. It ain't just that it just came out of nowhere. No, it was a process. And then sometimes it could be in the DNA. Because that what? Your kids suffer from the sins of their parents sometimes. And maybe Dwayne Wade was doing a lot of strange things in the locker rooms his whole life and around a bunch of men. And maybe it came out through his seed. People don't understand the science of DNA. Let me give a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor and I'm not condemning this person right here. All right. I'm talking about the dad because he ain't a man. He's not a man. He's a punk. All right. I told you, I wanted to show y'all. You see what happened when dudes start playing with fashion? Well, I should have put up Russell Westbrook. I should have put up every rapper that called himself up. He got swag and he's a good dresser in the fashion. All of them play the game. Dwayne Wade. Now you see the zesty behavior? Well, now you see where the son get it from. You see the gender games? Do you see Gabrielle Union with the bald head? Those are the gender games played as well. Not saying there's nothing wrong with a woman cutting her hair, nothing wrong with a woman being petite. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying these people be specifically doing that shit on purpose. Because you got some women that know that the man likes men and they shave their head on purpose to get that certain look. I'm talking about them. Some of these women in Hollywood are smarter than you think. That's how I know for a fact Dwayne Wade, he probably like toys stuck up him, and Gabrielle Union's probably extorting him and making him do whatever she wants because she got so much dirt on that boy. She turned that boy out. Oh, you don't believe me? Well, let me show you a male prostitute getting turned out. See that? She's showing you, I got this boy. Do you see him looking like a bozo? Do you see his face? He just look like he just zoned out, like she runs him. All she got to do is put a collar around his neck and tell him get on all fours. Now you see she wants to portray her hood image. She got her braids in. But I told you, these people are chameleons and shapeshifters. And she understands that it's certain men that like a woman with a close cut. Not saying there's nothing wrong with them, because beauty is beauty. It ain't got nothing to do with a woman's hair. Let me clarify that. I don't want nobody at my throat. I'm just trying to show y'all how these women know that these men specifically like these images. Do you see how Chloe made herself look like a boy? Do you see that? This is Chloe, all right? Show you again. Chloe. You see she got curves. You know, I'm just saying. She looks like, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Like a regular woman. But you see she strategically turned herself into this. Gabrielle Union looking like a little boy. I'm just showing y'all. Dwayne Wade, he's not a man. If you can't tell that she run him, I don't know what to tell you. So if she say, let Lil Zaya wear the dress, let Lil Zaya wear makeup, he probably ain't say nothing anyway. He probably was with it because she already know he's fruity. She already know Wade is fruity. So she said, hey, you might as well let your son come out. You dig? Like father, like son. See that? So let's ask the question. Did Dwayne Wade raise his son correctly? Is he protecting his son? No, he's not. He is exploiting his child. That's why I told you. You got to watch these people that be exploiting their children. And I'm told y'all, we live in a different world now, y'all, where what you think is cute, somebody else is lusting. What you think is just innocent, you just doing something out of innocence. You ain't paying no mind. But somebody else is foaming at the mouth because we live in a sick world. That's why you keep getting all these references about mental health issues, meaning people have, when I hear mental health issues, a percentage of that is basically people that just don't have no more morals and principles, and they're crazy. I'm not talking about the people that have real issues. I'm talking about the people that have been turned crazy by society. And now it is the new normal that they talk about. This is what they call the new normal. But like I say, like father, like son. When the Miami Heat switched their jerseys to pink when Dwayne Wade was playing, I knew from back then what was going on. They was already putting an image in your head. When the NFL started all that fake breast cancer awareness, that was just an excuse to have men wearing pink. That's why you got to do is go back. You'll see all that started in Obama era. But Dwayne Wade knew what he was doing, and he know what it's all about because he playing the game. But my only reason why I'm speaking on Dwayne Wade is because they use Dwayne Wade to represent the black man. When a black issue happened in sports, they go to talk to Dwayne Wade. That's what this is about, imagery and perception. We know it is not all fact. We know it's not truth. But perception is a mother. And when you're dealing on a world scale. Also, keep in mind, Dwayne Wade proudly, very proudly, is with all the Democratic agendas. And remember, he's from Chicago. So he might be from that loop. It's no coincidence. The Obamas, Oprahs, all of that, Chicago, Dwayne Wade with all that too. That's why you also see the ritual they did for those that remember. Remember, Dwayne Wade went to go back and play for the Chicago Bulls. What happened when Dwayne Wade went to play for the Chicago Bulls? One of his family members got killed. How many of y'all remember that? I was on the game back then. In my opinion, y'all know what that was. Of all the people, of all the places, of all the times he played in Miami, he went back to Chicago to play. One of his relatives got killed, slaughtered. Some people say it was a sacrifice, allegedly. Hey, some people say, hey, it was just bad luck, whatever. But Dwayne Wade is not right. Something ain't right with that dude. Because you know, you got to be out your mind to let your son be like this. In the time we in. And I'm talking about not only like that, but keep putting them out there, putting them out there, putting them out there for grown-ups to see. Dwayne Wade gonna burn. He gonna burn one day. But like I said, you are who you are, player. And sometimes you can only change the top layer, but you are who you are. And that's the problem. A lot of people out here capping, but all of this deals with the destruction of a people. That's what all this represents. That's why you got to understand, a black man has to either look feminine, do something feminine. He got to either cry on national TV. There's certain things he got to do. Y'all know in the movies, he got to do certain things, put on dresses, get shot in his ass, all type of stuff. They say the white hero in the movie never gets shot in the ass. Y'all don't even know the significance behind all of that. It's a science behind that. But you see, Denzel got shot in his ass in Training Day, didn't you? So I want one of y'all to correct me. Have you ever seen Brad Pitt, Tom Hanks, Leonardo, any one of them top key actors get shot in the ass in a movie, you holler at me. But you'll see It's all about imagery. So no matter how many guns you got, understand there's a thing called image wars going on. And image wars kill a whole generation. All right? Let's keep it pushing. Salute to the chat. Who up in here? I'm cooking this morning. I'm taking my time. What up, Miss Deja? That's right. Symbolism of butt breaking. Good point. Good point. Let me go back to this real quick. That is exactly what this represents, bro. Butt breaking. Because remember, the hidden joke is black men is only good for one thing. And what is that, y'all? They say the black man is only good for sex. That's it. That's why everybody on the planet want to have sex with the black man, but don't nobody want nothing to do with the black man. That's the thing. And a lot of men have made themselves sexual objects. This goes back to the worship of the phallus. A lot of y'all that know history, you know the ancients worshiped the phallus. Guess who else worshiped the phallus? The so-called Greeks and Romans. They worship the phallus. Who phallus did they worship? The black man's phallus. That's why you got to understand why the black man is always under attack. But he's only good for one thing, the phallus. AKA his penis, for those that don't know. That's all the black man is worth in this world. That's a hidden joke, a hidden secret. That is what's said. You're only good for one thing. And now what happened? Tell the truth. A lot of sisters, you use dudes just for that one thing. Because in your mind, he ain't good for nothing else. That's why I say a lot of men are really human dildos now. You're just being used for your sex, bro. And no matter how much sex you have with that woman, guess what? She still don't respect you. See, a lot of women put on fronts now. Yeah, they're going to make you think you doing your thing in the bedroom, but in reality, she don't respect you. Because when y'all get out that bed, she don't look at you as a man. All of this is by design. And guess what? Some of y'all fell into the narrative. It's just what it is. Just what it is. All right, so let's go back. Now we got to talk about 50 Cent. This story was out a couple weeks. I just forgot to touch on it as far as it goes with what I was with this episode, right? Now, the story I read originally was this woman was promoting the business that they run, and they were saying that it is more men nowadays getting plastic surgery than ever. Yes, for those that don't know, in Hollywood and other places, men are getting a lot of plastic surgery. What they getting? Fake muscles, fake chest muscles, fake arm muscles, fake ab muscles, and fake penis implants. Now, the thing with the penis implant, like I just was talking about, you have to be a very weird man, very low self-esteem. Any man, in my opinion, get penis enhancement, he got to be like he probably just ain't got no testosterone. Like, he got to be real weird. My point is this: a man getting a penis enhancement is no different from a woman walking around with a strap on. And then I was peeping game. I said, you got dudes that won't put on condoms because they say they don't feel it. But how the hell you gonna feel it with a penis enhancement? You got something stuck up in you. But it just shows you that men are doing the same procedures that women are doing. It also applies to the world we living in, where everything is fake and people are fake. So when this woman was promoting her her penis enhancement business, or just plastic surgery for men business, she used the picture of her and 50 Cent, because I saw the article a couple weeks ago. And this also shows you, I got to speak on this. This applies to the clout chasers. You got to understand we live in a world of clout chasing, right? Where people be fans. They'll take a picture with somebody and then go tell everybody they know them. You got to peep game. It's done all the time. It's a lot of people online do that shit, right? They take pictures with celebrities and then try to make it like they cool with them. They know them, all type of stuff. Also, a lot of dudes get set up. They be taking pictures with trannies, don't even know it. Next thing you know, they getting extorted. And they were just taking a picture. That's the new clout chaser. So this particular woman took this picture with 150 Cent and used it for her business to try to promote the imagery that 50 Cent got male enhancement done, meaning he could have fake muscles, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But they saying, this is why I say a lot of you women getting tricked. You don't even know you got men out here with fake hair, meaning they're getting tracks put on. You got dudes with lace fronts, with the perfect edge up, perfect hairline, perfect black hair. You got dudes with fake beards. And I ain't just talking about you got dudes that's getting what? Processed beards, strap-on beards. You got dudes, they got to get that Beijing every 2-3 days. You got dudes with fake body parts. But you looking from the outside, you think he real. But I'm not knocking nobody that get any enhancement done. I'm just showing y'all this is the world we live in, where you got to know who's who and what's what. That's all I'm saying. And I'm gonna get into some of that another time, because like I said, I ain't trying to step on nobody. I'm not trying to throw no shots at nobody. I'm just showing you we all in the world of images and what people look at in perception. Because 50 Cent understand images. That when people see this picture, they're gonna think he went and got a penis enhancement. Because that's what the business promote. And then she gonna try to use this man's picture for clout. But now, as we know, 50 Cent is suing her ass. And you see, he called her a penis head. You feel me? He said, I didn't get a penis procedure, D-head. Disrespected her. You feel me? Because he understand what she doing. Because that will deflate 50 Cent image to an extent. You playing with his name. But it's just showing you that it is a lot of men getting this work done, though. That's the facts. A lot of men are getting fake muscles, fake penis enhancements. And a lot of it is for other men. That's all I'm saying. And it also deals with worshiping of the flesh. All right? Enough of that. Let's go into some other. Also, 50 Cent is not with stars anymore. That contract is over with. So we're going to see, because also, the only reason why I'm showing y'all this is to also show y'all how all of those images of gangster, they dead in a lot of that. So it's no more need to promote a gangster series when Thug Life is damn near about to be over. It ain't over yet, but they're still working on it. Let's fast forward. Let's get into the new world. Remember, I told y'all about flying cars, and I told y'all they've been having them. I've been seeing this stuff about 10 years ago. Flying cars, y'all. It's nothing new. All they doing is perfecting the craft. All they doing in these labs 24/7 with money being dumped is work around the clock for the new world. This is why I'm trying to tell y'all why they keep people asleep. When you're doing something, they're already 50 years ahead of you, 40 years ahead, 30 years ahead. So no matter how much rappers rapped about their Lambos, no matter how much money niggas got and spent, they still ain't got one of these. Just wanted to show y'all what's real. And these alone cost a couple billion. And also, they still working on these things. And mind you, if I'm not mistaken, that might not be the one right there, but they got the ones that fly and go on water and drive on land. I just wanted to give y'all the facts that the new world has already been here. I'm just showing you how I told you they plan on making this a world of paradise. All you got to do is think. They're not making all this technology for nothing. They're not dealing with all these drastic changes for nothing. They want to be able to enjoy all of their luxurious things without having to worry about certain people. That's what a lot of this is about. See that? It's nothing new. So it also just shows you how a lot of y'all be trying to be like the European and the white man. All you got to do is understand they're already a whole bunch of steps ahead of you. So when I was breaking down that we call them culture vultures and we follow their culture, they follow our culture and take our culture. I had to show you how we chase their culture too. When I was breaking down all of this foreign car lifestyle, all the life of luxury, rich and famous, that comes from Europeans. But I always wanted to show you that no matter how much you think you're on a level, they're always ahead of you. That's why we celebrating Jay-Z being a billionaire when these dudes are celebrating themselves being trillionaires now. They're already way ahead of Jay-Z and the rest of them. I just want to show y'all how things work. This is not to knock and condemn nobody. I just want to show y'all how we always stuck way behind. So on purpose now, it's by design. They're always going to keep us way behind. This is not to praise technology. This is not to praise none of that. I'm just showing you. You got to know the opposition. You got to know how to game, all right? While you getting set back, they're going forward. While you bickering about old stuff, they perfecting new stuff. I'm just showing you the worlds and how the worlds are created and how the different dimensions play out on the planet. How everything is about time, energy, perception. And I told you the whole key to all of this is you have to be aware. Because even though you in this world, you don't have to be of this world, meaning you don't got to be caught up in everything that's out here. But some of the things out here you can't use to your advantage, like we're doing right now, like I told y'all. So technology is not a bad thing. Technology is only a bad thing when you become a slave to it and material things. Let me clarify that. But I just wanted to show you that they got plans for things going on. So I'm saying that to say, boom, we keep hearing about inflation. We keep hearing about things are going to be bad. Things is poor. Things is messed up. We keep hearing these stories, right? And yes, it is getting messed up. Yes, it is getting poor. Yes, people are hurting out here. But guess what? They know this is a breaking process. All you got to do is use common sense. Also, they know that what? People barely can afford gas now. By the time flying cars and all that come out, people really ain't going to be able to afford gas. And what people am I talking about? I'm talking about the people that are playing around. I'm talking about the way some people are living now, the way they flip in society, you're not even going to be able to function no more. And I'm trying to show you they're doing that all on purpose. The world is going to be based on people that have and people that have not. And let me say the first thing, the people that have information, knowledge, wisdom are going to be fine. The people without, they just going to perish. This is the stage that's set. This is where they're going to. So we hear about these 2030 agendas. We hear about all this future. This is what it's all about right here. Because first thing they're going to break on you is the electrical cars, which will be standard. I think 60% will be standard by 26. And then by 2030, everything shall be electric. But that's just the bringing in of the flying technology. It's going to go from electric to flying. That's all I wanted to show y'all. That these people been working around the clock on many different levels. And we're going to get into that some more at another time. Let's talk about this real talk. Mayor Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City, the Democratic mayor of New York City, is considering using cruise ships to house migrants. You see this strategic picture? I did not break it down to y'all. I told y'all this shit. Remember, I told y'all, after slavery, they started letting in during slavery. Actually, the time of the Civil War. They started bringing in a whole bunch of immigrants. From where? From Europe. All over. Not just the Irish. Africans was coming over here back then too. A lot of y'all don't know that. And they bring the migrants in because remember, after slavery, you was promised 40 acres and a mule. And when it came time to break bread and get that land, they didn't give you nothing. All they did was bring in more people to replace you. Well, guess what? They're doing the same thing right now. Now, we already spoke about the replacement. I told you about their bringing in the migrants. I told you about how they was playing them immigrant games, talking about, why all these people coming to New York, what we going to do with them. Then next thing you know, a week later, you see them putting them up in hotels. You got to understand signs and symbols. Do you know what this picture means right here? This picture means, now mind you, they put them in 14 hotels that they said, that they told us about in New York. This means that the 14 hotels where they put them at is stored up. That means there's so many of them not in these ships. And strategically, They got the ship sitting right where? By the Statue of Liberty to represent the coming in of the immigrants. This is the part 2 or the part. You dig? What happened after slavery is happening again. But let me clarify it for you again. 16, they say the slaves came in 1619. 2019 marked the 400-year period, according to that which was written, that you will be in a strange land for 400 years. You know about all of that. Well, according to the people that know these things, because remember, the powers that be, I told you they follow the script. You'll see after the 400-year process. What's the 400-year process? From 1619 to 2019, 400 years. You were supposed to be free on the record. And part of your freedom was PPP money. Part of your freedom was after 2019 or during, a lot of people started their own business. And right before then, a lot of people started their own business. You can see how things are now and look at a couple years ago how things changed. My point is this. 2019 marked the end of the 400-year process, according to the script. But you'll see right exactly after 2019, soon as 2020 kicked off, what happened? Lockdown. Back on lockdown. You got to peep game. Why did the pandemic lockdown come strategically after 2019? Because the powers that be know some things that you don't know. They said, well, if the 400-year process either is true or it's not, we don't know, but we're going to put certain things in place to make sure they ain't free after 400 years, back on lockdown. And now that once you went back on lockdown, I already told you how they've been bringing people in the country since last year. Afghan, the Haitian, is no disrespect to nobody coming in the country. They don't know, they just pawns in the game. But these people are coming in to shut you out. They did it after slavery, they doing it again. Here you see the boat coming in, the boat stored, but you see they're going to be putting them on these ships. But it's no coincidence why they got the Statue of Liberty right there, aka the Whore of Babylon sitting in the water. You dig? Because remember, for those that know, Babylon represents what? Many nations. Many nations with different tongues. Babel is when a person is basically talking about nothing, running their mouth, or you don't understand them. Because in Babylon, in ancient history, we know the tongues got confused, so they could not conspire against the Most High anymore. The symbolic place to Babylon is where? New York City. The home of people of many different races and bloodlines. But it wasn't always like that. Let me clarify that. For those that don't know, the Tower of Babel sits right off the water. It's called the One World Trade Center. That is the Tower of Babel. All nations have to go through the World Trade when it comes to business. When people that know about New York City, if you know about Wall Street, you know about the big bull that sits out there. What does the big bull represent? Moloch, Baal. It represents ancient god. That's what that bull represents. That bull also represents sacrifice. Those that know about Baal, those that know about Moloch, those that know about children's sacrifice, you understand and know what the bull represents. And you know that the bull and the Tower of Babel and Babylon, you know in Babylon, child sacrifice went on. So when we recently seen all the kids of New York being sacrificed, aka drill music, spinning the block, killing each other, that's the new form of child sacrifice. See, back in the ancient time, the mothers and fathers brought their kids to the fire and put them on the altar. Now it's done different. They know they're not going to get you to do it, so they just put different things in place for your child to be sacrificed. So when your child leave out the house and they're ignorant and they don't know nothing, that's you sacrificing your own child. That's how they play the game now. Because once that child leaves the comfort of your home, they're in the devil's playground, and there's no guarantee they're going to come back home. But I wanted to show y'all how they got so many people coming in the country. Mind you, this is just one place. They coming everywhere. They coming in so much, they got to put them on cruise ships. And you got to have common sense to understand, for them to put these people on cruise ships, that means it's a big budget put to the side for these migrants. Why? They got to eat. They're going to need clothes on their back. But the point is, why the hell are they coming and what they going to do? What are they going to do with all these damn people coming in? They're going to get jobs. They're going to go to school. They're going to be the new Americans. They are here to replace people. And that's why we're just watching it play out. Now you got to understand why they keep distracting us. Let me ask you a question. Have you heard any rapper, any celebrity say one thing about all these migrants coming in? Mind you, they've been coming in the country since April. Have you heard one say anything about the migrants coming in? Anybody? I'll wait. This is my point. The main stuff that's in place to shut you down and destroy you is the main things they stay quiet about. That's why we got stupid ass news like August Alsina and Tory Lanez trending. You gotta peep game. Y'all don't see the lamest of news is trending? The lamest news. But when you see the wackest news trending, that means some of the most realest stuff about to pop off. That's how they play it. I've been studying this for a long time. This migrant thing is one of the main things going on in America that people ain't paying attention to. All they doing is waiting for you to get put out your crib. All they waiting for you is to lose your job. All they waiting for you is to lose everything so they can take your place. That's all this is about. Key thing I said, they waiting on you. So that shows you it's all about what you're going to do. Remember, they can call me all they want to. Don't mean nothing. But if you're going to set yourself up for failure, then you're going to be a statistic of one who got replaced. Now it's all about the great replacement, y'all. That's what it's all about. The great replacement. That's why they understand that a lot of people got to go. We need more of them to OD. We need more of them to lose their household. We need more of them to go to jail. We need these people gone. And when we got a whole nother set of people ready to take their spot, that's ready to work hard, do what we say and all of that. They ain't gonna give us no lip. That's what's going on, y'all. And guess what? Your own people are down with the program. That's why I gotta keep constantly saying 1,000 times again and again and again. Everybody that look like you is not you, because your people are the leaders of this whole program. I want y'all to understand that. Every city where so-called black person sits in power has to deal with this right here. They are dealing with it. It's a budget already set up for all of this. They just disguised it as Republicans and Democrats beefing. They coming across the borders every day, not just from Mexico. Mexico is the hub. So people could come from all over the world. All they got to do to go get, if they can make it to Mexico, they can walk right through, they can come right through the borders. That's why I showed you that picture months ago of Africans, Mexicans, Venezuelan. It was all nationalities marching on their way to America on foot. They said that people were walking over thousands of miles on foot to get to the border. And guess what happened? When we were asleep, they came through the border. They touching down in Texas every day, getting shipped on buses of their choice. Arizona, Philly, Chicago, DC, New York, and a lot of other places they're going to be quiet about. Another thing I had to break down about the migrants, they're not stupid. They know if they ship too many migrants to certain places, they're going to stick out like a sore thumb. So send them to Babylon, send them to New York, they can fit in better. Send them to Chicago, they can fit right in. Send them to Philly. They can fit right in. You get it? But see, in small towns or certain country towns, certain other places, they're going to stick out. This is what I told y'all was the same exact program they showed you in Scarface. I told you that. I already broke all this down. They showed you in Scarface how they always sent criminals here. The people that these countries don't want in their country, they send them here. They did it first in Europe. When this country first got pillaged, they sent criminals over here to do the killing and pillaging and raping. That was their prison bid. Go to America and get that land popping. So they were sanctioned to come in, kill, take land, rape. And after 7 years of labor, they could be free. That became the new white man. See, that thing called white man is created. You know, they're Europeans. No such thing as a white man over there. White man, black man are American creations. Get it? The white man, his alias is cracker. The black man's alias is nigger. But all that comes from America. The white man was called, like when I was young, I thought the white man was called a cracker because he looked like a cracker. No, he got the name cracker from cracking whips on black people back and splitting their shit open. That's why he got the name cracker. But all that started from American slavery. America was a breeding ground for different races, different countries, breeding grounds, criminal activity, a lot of nonsense. This is what America is, all right? Understand that. Understand where you live at. But the only thing about America is it is the land of freedom, meaning you have the right to have what? Free choice. So we can sit here today and talk about everything the white man doing us. We can talk about that all day. The thing is, what is you going to do? That's the question that's the code everybody can't crack in their head. What are you going to do? What we going to do? Because remember, start from each individual. Now, if all we do is sit back and talk about what they doing all day, where the hell that leave us in the race? Tell y'all, man, I deal with strictly common sense. If we always talking about what they doing or what they got planned, where that leave us at? That means obviously we ain't doing that, right? When we got every day, each one of us, we get what? 24 hours to live. Each and every one of us. And then what's the first thing we got a right to do? Make choices. When you wake up, boom, fresh out the bed, you can make some choice on what the hell you want to do with your life, period. Boom, that's where the problem started right there. We have a problem making the right choices. I told y'all this yesterday. This is why a lot of us fail multiple choice tests. We have a problem with making the right choices and decisions at the right timing. That's some of our problems. This is why they call us mentally challenged. We can't make common sense decisions. But I understand it was made to be that way. All you got to understand is when people come in here, they don't have them problems. They know who they are. They know what they're coming here to do. And they're not playing. And they don't care about no damn race. They don't care about no damn white man. They don't care about no cracker. And they know when they come here, they know blacks don't like them and white people don't like them. But they don't come here for that. You know why they come here? To come up. And they're going to help them come up. The thing is, where are you going to be at when they come up? That is the only question that we're dealing with right now. Because everything is on you. It's all on you. So what y'all going to do? What we going to do? I know what I'm going to do, but I can't speak for everybody. You dig? It's called what? Stand strong, keep hustling, do what you got to do, handle your business, stay focused, keep your things in order, and you won't fall. That's it. Confirmation. Now we're going to get into this confirmation. Salute everybody in the building. Salute everybody that know what's popping. So shout out to the replay game. This is the show for info. That's how we do over here. All right? Along with a little bit of nonsense. You know how we do. You know I cut up. But right now, it ain't nothing to really play with. President Biden says the pandemic is over, but there is still a problem with C-19. Now, y'all know the weather's changing. What does that mean? It means more people are going to get sick. Y'all know people start getting sick in the cold fall. And also, this represents how they got to always keep you in a state of fear. Because when the brain exists in fear, that's how one can rule over your subconscious. As long as I got you thinking of what I'm about to do to you, you're going to always have fear that one day I'm going to do it to you. Therefore, you're distracted from everything else you got going on. And that's why I never been a man that worry about no beef. Because if I had real beef, I got to handle it, because I'm not one to be watching over my shoulder, not knowing when somebody going to do something to me. You deal with it head on. The same thing with these issues, you deal with them head on. Because they like to scare you and keep holding stuff over your head about what they about to do, what's going to happen. All this is mind fuckery. All right? Mind you, don't get it twisted. The C-19 never went nowhere. Meaning there's people still allegedly getting that label on them. People are still sick and all of that. So what I'm saying is you shouldn't be trying to be too cool with everybody anyway right now. But I want to show you how they still pushing these narratives. And it's something else they said. For people that know about business, y'all gonna understand what this is right here. They say mortgages and credit cards are about to get even more expensive. Now, mind you, keep in mind, we already know when you're from a certain background, you already pay high interest rates on everything. Your credit cards are higher. You can't get a good lease. All your insurance interest rates are through the roof, right? When they go get a car, 2% interest rate, 3% interest rate, 5% interest rate, no more than 10% interest rate. When you get a car, 20% interest rate, 24%, 30%, you get raped. And that's all part of keeping you poor. Now, they already saying this on national TV every day that all of these rates are going up. Mortgage rates. Now, you see why the past couple years they've been trying to swindle everybody into buying a house? Why they've been trying to trick everybody to go get a loan? Because they know the interest rate's going to go up so high, somewhere down the line, you're going to fall short and you're going to get repossessed. But right now, to keep the economy booming, they needed people to run out and buy these houses. When they dropped the PPP money, they needed everybody to go run out and get a car. This is how the taxes get paid. This is how the poor stay poor and the rich get richer. Mortgages and credit cards are about to get even more expensive. It's nothing compared to what we'll see by the end of the year, meaning it's about to get worse. And they're going to be speaking about it tomorrow. These are real agendas. Now, it says higher than expected inflation in August means the Fed will likely back another jumbo-sized rate hike next week. Remember, this also deals with the crashing of the American dollar. For those that know, this is how the economy is getting crashed right in your face. Because they saying they printing money, but the money they printing ain't really worth nothing. I told you all that when they started showing you niggas with money phones. That represented money don't mean nothing no more. Cash does not have the same value. When you looking at $100 bill, you really looking at like $20. I'm not playing with you. You looking at like $20, $30. $100 bill is not $100 no more. Oh, you don't believe me? A lot of y'all already know that. A lot of y'all already know. You break that 100, it's gone. You already know that. $100 ain't $100 no more, y'all. Let's get that clear. So higher than expected inflation rates been going on, and it says it's going to get worse. Rate increases have already made mortgages, car loans, and credit cards much pricier for Americans. Now, let's stop playing stupid. Let's not play these games. Who are the Americans that these increases are really going to affect? Because, mind you, big bank think little bank. When you got big bank, it don't matter how much a price go up. It's nothing. See, when you're rich, they can go buy, if the bread be $10 a loaf, they can still go buy a loaf of bread. That don't affect them. If the orange juice is $6 a gallon, they can still buy that. When you're rich, it don't matter. You just got to take a bigger hit. You get it? Big bank take little bank. So when they talk about this rate increases, who you think is going to affect? The people that barely made it. Remember, this is the example when they told you there's no more middle class, no more in the middle. If you're rich or you're not. Now, if you middle class is considered the people that get good money, but they work from check to check. Why? Because all their money tied up in bills. Yes, we know a lot of people that got houses, cars, but they bills through the roof. I'm gonna be real. I don't know how I feel to kick out $10,000 a month on bills. $8,000 a month on bills. I don't know about that much. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with y'all. But it's people that do that. And all their finances are tied up in debt. Mind you, on mortgage, you already swimming, interest rates up. But on paper, you got 25 years to pay this off. 20 years. That means 20 years of struggling, which means you better not be late, not once, because you're going to get it taken back. And therefore, all the money you put on that home, down the drain. Same thing with these cars. I love foreign cars. I like foreign cars. But I understand this game with these cars went too far, where they actually tricked us into worshiping cars when a lot of us been driving cars for years. We love cars, but in reality, we ain't going nowhere. How many people you know got nice cars, but in reality, they ain't going nowhere? Only thing we did was pick up a big-ass debt and ain't going nowhere. So that's why I love cars, but I don't look at cars the same no more. Because once you done pimped out all these cars and you done did your thing and drove every car you wanted to drive, been to places you wanted to be, had your fun, car is just a car to me now. And I don't knock nobody that's into nice cars. I'm breaking down how they look at us. Because remember, somebody got to keep buying these cars. For those that don't know, the longer the car sits on a car lot, that dealer has to pay taxes on that car. So when you come get the car off him, you're doing him a favor. You picking up the debt. And you have to get the car so they can call up the bank and give you that loan with a high interest rate. That's how everybody get paid off you. Now you got to worry about how you can keep the car note paid. Meanwhile, the dollar's crashing and everything going up. But you stuck with this car note. Why you think they started making 72 months, 60 months? See, a lot of time, I remember when it was 48 months on a loan. No more than 60. But the average loan on a car was 36 months, 48 months. Especially if it's used. Now they got people in cars for 7 years, 5 years, 60 years in that car. Knowing goddamn well, when you pay the car off, if you do, it's going to be older. You're going to want another car. That's how they keep you in debt. But our culture, our race, our people, period, have been trained to worship cars. Where every hood near you, all around the world, you're going to see fly-ass cars. But in reality, where are we going? Where the fuck is we going? Think about it, y'all. Those designer cars, those European cars are really made for the Autobahn. Everybody know about the Autobahn where 100 plus is the speed limit. That's why your foreign car got 160 on the dash. Why you think for years American cars only went to 85 or 100, 120? Because foreign cars are made for the Autobahn. The white man started putting all this money into foreign cars in the 70s. You got to understand, the standard car of America is Chevy, GMC, Cadillac, Ford. Those was American. Like you ever heard the saying, built Ford tough? The American car was built tough. It was for different terrains, different things. My point is, after the world of luxury and European lifestyle became popular in the 70s and 80s, a lot of rich people would buy foreign cars for a status symbol. That's all it was. The Bentley was for status symbol. The Benz was for status symbols. But if you want to be technical, the average so-called white man, he loved his trucks, he loved his Chevys, he loved his Fords. That's the cars they really love for real. They don't really like designer cars. But when they do, it's just for a status symbol. Meanwhile, it's another people in America that have made European cars their lifestyle. They all in all, the end all and be all. We know about the saying, people live in certain conditions, but they got expensive cars. And that is a sign, a symbol, just showing you that we still chase the white man culture or the European culture. And I'm just saying all of this to say that these are some of the things that show us as being hypocrites, where we don't like these particular people allegedly, but then every time you turn around, we're trying to be like them. Then the same people that ask the question why black people don't get nowhere. That's why I'm showing you we're in a hypocritical world. So I just had to show y'all that. I'm not finished neither. I'm saying all that to say, they saying that things about to get worse financially and people gonna suffer. And some of the reasons people gonna suffer because of the choices they made called what? Debt. That's why on your card, it's not a debit card, it's a debt card. Playing with names. Credit is you owe me. It's all credit is you owe us. You owe. So all credit is. So we've been ranting and raving about good credit. All credit means is you owe. That's it. Don't mean nothing. I'm gonna let you get this and you pay me back later with a little bit more money on it. Okay, look, common sense. Say I'm gonna buy this hat. The hat only $40. And once I charge it, in an interest rate, by the time I pay the hat off, I paid $120 for a $40 hat. That's credit. So credit ain't nothing special, but you've been trained your whole life to chase credit and perfect credit scores. When you ever seen a perfect credit score change somebody's life? You tell me that. Or did a good credit score only help a person get what? More debt. These are some of the tricks they played. That's all I'm telling you. Yes, you do need good credit, though. Don't get it twisted. You need good credit. You need credit. But at the same time, they say any credit is better than no credit, and cash money making it a little sweeter with the credit. So as long as you got cash and a little bit of credit, you'll be all right. But no money down means bigger debt. That's all that means. Oh, you got good credit? Take these cars off our hand. Come take this jewelry. Take all head. Take it. Now you got the debt. That's what good credit means, all right? And a white man used credit to build his empire up. So this is why y'all was taught that bankruptcy was bad. And you thought because niggas go bankrupt, they broke, that don't mean nothing. The white man is the master of bankruptcy. You know why? Because he's able to charge a whole lot of shit, get a whole lot of things going on, run a whole lot of cards up, and then don't pay back shit called bankruptcy and keep all his money. See? But you thought bankruptcy meant a person fucked up. No, that's a game that Europeans been playing for years. And get to keep everything they got under debt while you sitting struggling trying to pay some shit off for 20, 30 years. Man, they'll pay on that shit for a couple years, file bankruptcy, keep all this shit, and then get new credit again. See that? Games. But y'all don't know that. Markets now expect larger hikes. Check it out. Markets now expect larger hikes, meaning if you think shit is high now, everything is going up even more, leaving households to brace for more economic pain. Keyword, economic pain. Don't lose focus. Why they preach economic pain? Because they plan on a certain people being hurting out here and being replaced with other people. But the people that's already in America, y'all about to suffer. This is what they saying. Oh, you Americans, y'all about to deal with economic pain in a minute. Just wait and see. Wait till 2023 come in. We're already doing it right now because they're trying to break you. So let's look at it. Common sense. Damn. How on one hand, people that work hard in all the families that have been here trying to sustain their life right now, how the hell we about to suffer? And these people, they being taken care of right now. Mind you, they just told you out their own mouth. Markets now expect larger hikes. They said leaving households to brace for more economic pain, which means we just see in the beginning. Also, the war is still going on in Ukraine, and the food supply on the world is being limited. Also, a report came out yesterday that it's been reported that a lot of the goods and material in Family Dollar is tainted because they saying allegedly the products were stored at wrong temperatures. And we know it's a Family Dollar in a hood near you. But they saying there's a lot of products being tainted, from condoms to pregnancy tests, mouthwash, toothpaste, a lot of different stuff they say is tainted. Or, in my opinion, a lot of that stuff is by design. Anyway, since the beginning of 2022, it's gotten way more expensive to take out a mortgage, hold credit card debt, or get a loan. Y'all ain't noticed that? Peep game. No matter how much money you got in the bank, go try to get you a personal loan. Watch what happens. You've been banking with people for years. Cashing all your checks. Direct deposit hit, boom. Go try to get a loan for $1,500, $2,000, see if they give it to you. I bet you they don't give it to you. Also, some people don't understand the demographics of how they use your zip code against you. People don't know you can't get a certain loan because of your zip code. When you don't get approved for certain stuff, that's because of your address. They know exactly where you live at. But they've been doing that for years. Since the beginning of 22, it's gotten way more expensive to take out a mortgage, hold credit card debt, or get a loan of any kind. New data suggests that the surge has only just started, and it can add even more pain in the form of job cuts and smaller raises. So now y'all see the games they playing? They planning on more people losing their job at the same time while everything is going up. This is the reality of what's really, really going on, y'all. This is why they want to keep people distracted. But see, a lot of my people, they about their business. They stay focused, especially the people that tap into here, be focused. So that's why the saying comes in great minds think alike, that the people that's already on point, y'all already doing what y'all already doing the damn thing right now. So that's why I just want to get a confirmation. What up, Sincere? That the people that's on their shit, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You just take the information and make the right moves, because they always going to tell you what they're doing. They tell you every fucking thing. This is no longer time of saying I didn't know and blaming people. This is time to get focused and get on what you got to get on. Because other than that, if you're not, guess what? It don't matter. I got a plan for you anyway. Told you, man. Only thing is, when they start getting off these ships, a lot of y'all going to be getting put on ships. And a lot of ships y'all getting put on is called penitentiary. Some of y'all getting put on ships called homeless shelters. What's a homeless shelter? Like a jail? What? You got to be told what to do, when to do it, when to come in, when to do this, when you're still under that same program. You see, they got the same program under many different names. But either way, it's called a system. And anytime you get caught up in a system, you lost in the game. So this is why the migrants are waiting for position, because they understand that what? All these things got to take place. The economy has to crash a little bit more. Now let's talk about this. They found a missing teen from 10 years ago. This particular woman right here was found in New York City, dug up under the earth. Because remember, a lot of building going on. This also shows you how they've been with snatching up people for organs. This been going on. But like I remember I was telling y'all, and this not only in New York, a lot of things that have been built are built on top of dead people and mass graves. Some of it is your ancestors. Some of it is just from people being killed, slayed, and they build on top of these entities on purpose. This is why you ain't never noticed that. I'm going to be 1,000 with y'all. When you certain places and you feel certain vibes, you feel weird, because sometimes you feel in the right feeling, because sometimes you somewhere where you might be standing on top of somebody's body or something. You standing on top of a part of that earth where it's some death up under there. And them spirits are all up in that building. Them spirits are all up in that house. These are things they do by design on purpose to lower the vibration. But this woman right here was found 10 years later. They just found her body digging up the ground. And she was missing for 10 years. Because remember, I said it before, when a so-called white person is not around, they missing. When a so-called melanated person is not around, they say they call them a runaway. So once they get classified as a runaway, nobody go looking for them like that. Oh, she's just a bad teen. But they found her body. And she got up, she was traveling, but she got off at Port Authority, the bus station in New York City. She got off the bus and they never saw her again. But she just got ID from her bones. They did a study on her bones and found out who it was. But I'm bringing it up because I know this also applies to what's going on now with human trafficking. That's why I'm always going to remind you at least once a week, don't get snatched up, because somebody might be finding your bones 10 years later. Never forget the agendas: human trafficking, sex trafficking, fentanyl, migrants, economy crashing. Those are number 5 agendas right now. Everything else is just smoke. It's nothing. All right? So that's why I said we don't care about no damn Tory Lanez, and we don't care about no damn Ari Spears. I don't care about none of this shit that's going on. It's just a front. The real shit is what I'm talking about right now. You dig? Understand that. So salute to the chat. We did it again. Episode 269 is in the books. How y'all feeling out here? I see all my people clicking in here. What's up? Danielle Walker, Latasha Jordan, Sincere Jackson. Now hold on, let me put it on the screen because the main thing I know I spoke about LAMAR Odom, I spoke about 50 Cent, I spoke about Dwayne Wade. For those that didn't catch it, you catch the replay or you go back. I'm gonna timestamp the episode. All episodes are timestamped, so you go to what you want to go to. Let me say that again. But I'm not about to go back into all that this time. I'm gonna stay focused on this episode. I want to know your opinion on this right here. Only thing I want to know your opinion on is this right now. What do y'all think about Mayor Eric Adams considering using cruise ships to house migrants? They're also probably going to do this all over the world. Keep them on these ships because that way it'll keep them out the way and there won't be so many of them walking around the street. And in my opinion, a lot of them might end up in harvesting programs too. Some of them might wind up being body parts and things of that nature. Some of them might be used as slaves in the new world as well. But majority of them are here to replace. So what y'all think about that? They're here to replace Americans as a whole, not just a particular people, but it's a particular people that suffer from a lack of knowledge, so they ain't gonna see it coming. What's up in that? Everybody here today, what's up? We lit. Know that. For those that's new, this is how we do everything around this time. Let me tell you something else. 7 to 9 is not when I say 7 to 9, that means I will come on between that time. If I ain't on by 9, I ain't coming on. But anywhere between 7 and 9, that's my time frame. Know that. Just to let y'all know. American Links. I think it's funny. I'm glad I just recently left the city. Sorry. Hey, like I was taught, like my mother told me, you got to get your own piece of the rock out here. Meaning you got to get your own thing, what you got to get for yourself. If you live in your life and you don't see nothing producing for yourself, that means you're doing something wrong. You have to set up something for yourself and your family. That's just what it's all about. And another one thing I'm talking about is a sense of peace. Let me tell my people something. It's not normal to live in fear every day. It's not normal to deal with some of the conditions in life that we made normal. It's not normal. Do you understand how precious a peace of mind is? A peace of mind is precious. What up, Vlad, right? Talib, what's up? A peace of mind is so precious. Do you know how long it took me to learn that? Y'all have no clue how long it took me to learn that. I just learned that within the past couple of years. What's up, Miss Jones? I just learned that. I'm going to say it again. A peace of mind is the most precious thing on the planet. It's nothing. You can't buy it. You can't get it nowhere. You can't get it from nobody. It's something you have to achieve on your own. And I'm telling you, once you got a peace of mind, there's nothing that's going to ever phase you ever again. But guess what? It's a process. It comes from not chasing. It comes from not expecting too much. It comes from not always being worried and worked up about everything, stressing everything. Peace of mind is the greatest thing on the planet. I'm telling you. Once you get that, you done crack the code of life. Nobody isn't going to give it to you. It's a fact. Unfortunately, that's something that some people will never be able to obtain. That's a fact. And that's another thing. You got to remember this too. Good thing you said, brother. Once you sold your soul, you never, ever get back to state of peace. That's part of selling your soul. Your peace comes from your spirit, which is the relaxation of your soul when you at ease. And a lot of people don't got that. A lot of people are going to spend their whole life trying to capture that. Then a lot of people are going to realize they can't get it back. And that's what makes people go crazy. Hold up. Those catacombs are mile long under European cities. Hold up. I learned that in prison. Facts, L Blizz. Why you think even for my brothers that did time and do they bid, the brothers that stay to themselves the most, stay focused, they do their time, stand on their head, come home, be straight. The ones that be in jail doing the most all over the place, they come home, same energy. Come home all over the place, still never get this shit in order. Because they never get that peace. Don't get it twisted. You got dudes that go to jail and come home and be doing better than people that never went to jail a day in their life. You got people come from jail, be business owners. You dig? Have degrees. Because they take that time and flip it. They say, yeah, I'm locked up, but I'm going to use this time to get my mind right, get my soul right, get everything in order. I wanted to get in order. I never could get in order because I was all over the place. So that's why I learned that sometimes you don't got to be sat down. Sometimes you got to sit your own self down to get your shit in order. You ain't got to be locked up to get your shit in order. But for the ones that did get their shit in order from being locked down, those are the brothers that became wise. Those are the brothers that still winning. Those are the brothers that found their peace. But anytime you see a man that did a prison bid and come home reckless, more than he went in, that's when you know his mind ain't right. That's just what it is. That means when he was locked up the whole time, he was doing the same shit he did on the street. Then when he come home, he gonna continue back to the regular scheduled program. Because he never cracked the code and got his mind right. He's still under the program. That's why he's institutionalized, because he got caught up in the program. He got caught up in the system of the belly of the beast. And when he come home, the beast just spit him out, but he still has the influence of the beast. Therefore, once you live like a beast, you never have no peace. Because the beast disrupts the peace in the community. The beast disrupts the unification of the righteous. That's why you heard the saying, the beast of the field. Also, the beast of the field, one of them is also the serpent, the snake. But what y'all think about these migrants coming in and being put on these boats? Crew, you spend your money, book a ticket to go on a cruise ship, but they come to the country, get put on a cruise ship for free. Told you America backwards, man. The two beat places for introspection. College, prison, Malcolm. I get what you're saying, though. Those are 3 programs as well they use for brainwashing. I get that part out of it. I don't care. God gonna handle it all. That's right. Don't forget, God helped those who help themselves too. But you're right. God is going to handle everything. Generator, operator, and destroyer. Know that. That's a fact. What up, Juice? You know Juice gonna speak. Ms. Jones. This is a smack in all Americans' faces, especially with the economy on a decline. That's right. So it's like what you know what this is, y'all? This is a waiting game. That's all it is. Look, you just said it. Look, they know for a fact that some people are gonna fall. They know this shit. Key word of fall is decline. They know this. But then they got people patiently waiting on your decline. Do you see that? Do you see how cunning and conniving that whole concept is? All we got to do is just wait. That's what the saying comes from. What? Weather the storm. We dealing with a financial storm. Remember, they kept telling a storm coming. We in a financial crisis. That is the storm. So the powers that be, they got money and resources to outweigh the storm. They're going to patiently wait for it to blow over. So what? When a storm comes, that means what? Certain people are going to be destroyed. In this case, it's destroying households. And they're strategically doing it. It's crazy. Joe sending more money to Ukraine. That's a fact. You know, we reported, mind you, months ago, he did that. He been sent them 13 They put the when they created that 13.6 billion budget for Ukraine, and nobody in America went crazy. Nobody in America disputed. Not one politician went against it. That should have let you know the sign right there. Something ain't right. That was the sign right there. Remember, I did a special back then. That's when I told y'all he ain't giving out no more money. We ain't getting nothing else. Because that was our bag. That was our money. That was our reparation. That was whatever you want to call it, that was our money. The $13.6 billion. And if you look at Ukraine, just look at how small it is on the map. Meanwhile, you come outside in some places, it looked like it was Vietnam in the hood in certain places to this day. To this day. Vacant lots, boarded buildings, shut down projects, boarded up houses, all of that. Right here in America, right here. But it hurts more when you've been told your whole life that this is the greatest country in the world and we the richest of all people. And everybody else around the world poor, dirt poor, and they ain't got no clean water, they ain't got nothing, they ain't got no clothes, they ain't got nothing. Feel sorry for everybody else. But who's feeling sorry for Americans now? Answer me that. I could have sworn all around the world, everybody feels a certain way towards Americans. Who feels sorry for Americans? Let's ask that question. Because we feel sorry for everybody else. Who feels sorry for us? Tell me that. Yes, peace of mind is so simple, but yet it's so hard. Man, I'm telling you, it's hard. And guess what? Then you got people that don't want to let you get a peace of mind. If you're seeking for peace right now, and people that know that, they ain't gonna let you have that peace. They're gonna make sure they stay in your way. They're gonna make sure they keep trying to throw you off because that's not what they want. Sad. You ain't never noticed that? How some people just won't let you be? That's a thing from the hood, remember? Y'all know that in the hood. When you trying to get yourself right or do something else, they're going to say, oh, he acting funny. He think he better. Or she thinks she different. Man, all that person trying to do is get their mind right and get themselves in position. But according to the crabs in the barrel, how we was raised, when you want to change, there's something wrong with that. Or you corny. Or you acting different. I'm supposed to act different. I'm supposed to keep doing the same shit forever, being a failure. Supposed to change. But see, these are all the tricks and spells they put on us. So many goddamn spells have been put on us. It's going to take probably 100 years to break all the spells. Because half the stuff we say and do is a spell that is made to be normal. I'm going to say it again. In our culture, let's say anybody right now listening to this. If you stop answering your phone, if you try to go in a different direction, you try to move somewhere, it don't matter what it is. You just pick one. If you do anything out the normal of your regular scheduled program, somebody's going to say you acting different, you acting funny, you acting brand new. But all the whole time, you could just be trying to find your peace, find your way, get your shit in order, do what you got to do for you. People going to take it as a spite because that's that nigga mentality we was taught. Change, don't respect change. Everything has to stay the same. We all supposed to stay the same and then die the same. You do anything outside the narrative, you acting funny, you acting different. See that? You was trained to rep your hood. You was trained to rep your city. Because 9 times out of 10, that's where they want you to die at anyway. And you're just going to be another tax write-off. You got to understand that when America was conquered and pillaged, they divided the whole thing. They just divided and divided. And they also told you that in the scripture, it told you that everywhere he conquers, he puts his name on it. So all these streets, corners, cities, why the hell do you think they're named after certain people that we fight and die over? That's another way how the spell is cast on the hood and community and neighborhood with these street corner signs and these city names. Son of y'all, man. It's a different game going on. What up, Shay? It's a different game going on. So that's why I said I'm going to take my time. I'm going to vibe with my people today. Because, sometimes we vibe. I come do my thing. I get a different energy after that. I felt like I accomplished something. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we accomplished something. And y'all know one of my slogans is we going to what? We're going to make sense of the nonsense. If everybody else want to be dealing with nonsense, that's cool. Somebody got to deal with some common sense and what's real. Somebody, goddamn. Life ain't no damn comedy show right now. You know, that shit is on hold. A lot of shit is on hold right now. Let's just say that. Look, they trying to stall us out, so I'm going to stall them out. How about that? Y'all want to stall us out and make us wait for us to fall off? Well, guess what I'm going to do? I'm not going to indulge in none of your distraction activities, and I'm going to sit and wait on you, nigga. That's what I'm doing. I'm playing a waiting game too. That's why I told y'all, see, I'm showing a narrative that I've been telling y'all what I've been dealing with. Everything I used to do, I reversed it. Meaning I used to party. I used to like to have fun. I used to like to, I'm just like everybody else. But I understand that this ain't the time for that shit. Because I know what? They plotting on my destruction. They want me to go to a club, and next thing you know, the live button will come on because for no fame, he got shot at the club last week by mistake. For no fame, he went out and he got in a car accident. He not with us no more. You see that? This is how it's designed to be. For no fame was partying and somebody put something in his drink. You see what I'm saying? I understand this ain't the time for a lot of that shit. But that's the difference. I told y'all before, a lot of these things, I already did it already. A whole lot. So a lot of things I got out my system. Some of y'all still searching. Y'all didn't get everything out your system. You still searching. You still trying to find your way. You still feel like you're missing out on this thing called life. Then you're going to realize this thing in life you're chasing, it ain't what you thought it was. All it is different things to keep you spending your money, keep you in debt right now at this time we in right now. And them dollars you blowing today is the dollars you're going to need next week. Because they banking on you being broke. They banking on you not being able to feed yourself. So therefore, keep on partying. That's the agenda. Keep on spending. Remember that song? Why you think they had all them songs? Spend that check and get it right back. Remember they was promoting blow your money. Blow a bag, blow a check. Now you see everybody live a lifestyle of what? Blowing their money. BMF, blowing money fast. Not saving money fast, not stacking money fast, blowing money. Because we've been tricked to think blowing money means we got money. Told you we backwards. And that is Babylon. That's right, Juice. That's Babylon. Babylon, everything shall be done backwards. Everything shall be done in a chaotic form. That's Babylon. That's right. And in Babylon, they died partying. Every part of history, damn it, they died partying. When they died on the Titanic, they were partying. That was, man, I'm telling y'all, man. They got us so low right now, it's ridiculous. But guess what? We indulge in it. So is it all their fault? Or they just put it out there and we grab it? That's all I'm saying. This ain't about race, man. This is about those that know and those that just don't know. That's it. But like I said, not knowing is going to be the reason why your ass ain't here no more. That's what they banking on. So they playing a waiting game. D. Malley, I want to go to the club, but my spirit won't allow it. Exactly. It's out of you, man. That look, all you got to do, it's a saying that I learned, that I was told, right? If in doubt, do it out. Anything you got to doubt, you ain't supposed to be doing it. I don't care what it is. Anything you get a doubt, you ain't supposed to do it. Now you're going to notice because your spirit play with you all the time, but you shit on your spirit. You get a thought, you don't listen. You go against the grain or you make an excuse. But a lot of times you get a certain vibe, you get a certain feeling when you know something ain't right or you ain't supposed to be doing something or going a certain place. You get the vibe, you get the G check, you get the light go off. But what happened? A lot of times we make excuses. That's why I was trying to tell you. If you got to go out and some tell you bring your gun with you, that means you ain't supposed to be there. That means you're already fucked up. That's the shit I had to learn. I learned this spiritual shit. I learned how to Most High talk to people. If you got to pick up your gun to go somewhere, that means you shouldn't be going. Because what? It's a chance you're going to have to use it. And it could go two ways. You can kill somebody and throw your life away, or you can get killed. It's not worth it. It's not worth it if you got to bring a gun, is it? Is it really? Are you really going to have fun if you got to bring a gun? Think about it. Common sense. No. That means it's a chance something fucked up might happen. So why the hell you going? When you already got a thought, something suspect, but you did it anyway, right? So now you understand how niggas end up dead every day. That's how it works. You always gonna get the sign or you gonna get the vibe. Some gonna tell you what to do. How many of y'all been in certain places? Some said leave. You leave, you straight. Sometimes you see you ain't leave, boom, something happened. Sometimes I'm gonna tell y'all right now, a lot of y'all might have got it, a lot of y'all didn't get it. Some of you might get the sign or move. Some telling you need to move. But guess what? A lot of people don't heed the sign, they don't move. What happened? They end up messed up. I'm telling you, man, the spirit gonna tell you what to do. Some call it whatever you want to call it. When I'm told to move and do certain things, I do it. I don't question it no more. I get the message, I follow the message. That's all I'm gonna say. And then I figure out on the back end, then I say, damn, that's what this was all about. I'm glad I made the right decision. But that's how I live my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't deal with all that logic no more. Trying to make sense of everything and this, that. Everything don't fucking come out logically. If you ain't noticed that, if you ain't learned that by now, then you definitely a fool. That everything you call in your mind, making a plan and being logical, you'll see most of the time that shit don't even come out how you planned the shit. Why? Because it's showing you that you don't control shit. All you could do is keep a blueprint of what you want to do, what you're trying to do. But 9 times out of 10, it ain't gonna come out how you planned it. Why? Because that's how life works. Everything ain't logical. Everything ain't fucking on paper. You understand? It's different things. That goes back into what I was telling you about things unseen. It's unseen powers out here. So you might be in your mind working towards this, but the unseen powers got you going a whole other direction, and they putting up roadblocks all around you. Everything isn't black or white. 2 things could be right at the same time. I can agree with that. Everything ain't one way. I use the pyramid scenario. I told you. You know, you try and look at a pyramid from one way, but you keep forgetting a pyramid got more than one side. Just like in life, a lot of things, everything in life has more than one side. It's called dimensions. That's how we know what's real from what's fake. Because you're looking at this thing one way, so you don't see the big picture. But most of us, we look at the whole spectrum. We look at all angles. That's why we see the truth. You don't see the truth because you just look one way. That's how your brain been choose, or should I say that's how your brain has been trained to accept your reality. And your reality has been orchestrated, controlled. That's why you only look at things one way. You see? But those of us that look at things many different ways, we get the full picture. And that's how life works. They bank on you looking at things one way. And it's called being small-minded. Because you only see things one way. Slim in the brain. Get it? Had to walk all the way back to my car to leave my gun, because never did I think I would get body scanned in a hospital. Yeah. Yup. That's another thing. A lot of women in America are getting strapped up. I ain't gonna lie about that. A lot of women are getting strapped because they feel like they gotta protect themselves. And I'm gonna be real. With a lot of these, if you think a lot of these migrants ain't rapists and all of that, you're sadly mistaken. When you got a man coming from overseas that might already be a criminal and he ain't getting no sex and he in a new country, stay strapped, y'all. Stay getting strapped. That's how they get people to get raped by the system, because they low frequency. That's right. Saying God, what up? Salute to the people that's still here, man. Nothing but love. You heard? That's what we do over here. What up, Wax Dog in the building? Always on time, dropping the links. Know what I'm saying? What else? Like I said yesterday, if you can't see YouTube falling, maybe you just need new glasses. You can't see how it ain't even entertaining no more. On no level. Like only a little bit. YouTube has now become like TV. Whatever's on the TV is now on YouTube. Same shit. Whatever somebody else do, everybody copies it. If a bullshit topic come out, it's gonna run on forever. And I understand it's just entertainment, but my point is this: that which was supposed to be entertaining is not even entertaining no more. Because you got to remember this too: everything in life got to run its course. Nothing stays the same forever. So that's why we watching the degeneracy and destruction of a lot of different things we've been dealing with. It's all falling. And all that's also part of the plan too. Shit is sad. Just like did I not tell y'all months ago? I told you that clout chasing ain't gonna work no more. I told you exposing people ain't gonna work no more. All that shit played out. You don't believe me? Go ask Wendy Williams. That's all you got to do. Remember when I told you you can't get clout off another person in reality? You just can get attention, but it's not going to transition over. You can expose somebody, but let me explain something about when you expose. See, when you expose people, it's entertainment only. So when you stop exposing people, you're not entertaining no more. Then the people who support the drama, those are not real supporters. Why? Because people who support drama, they're going to go wherever the drama at. They're not loyal. So you're only going to get over with that shit for so long. And guess what else? The people that's in the drama are not real supporters. I never seen a person that's into drama donate a thing. The people that's into the drama don't donate, they don't support, they don't buy no merch. Those are the same people when you open up a black business, they ain't gonna come and buy shit. Y'all ain't figured the game out yet? But entertainment is entertainment. Remember that. But support is something totally different. So a lot of y'all got tricked up in entertainment and getting a lot of eyes watching, but in reality, you don't get a lot of support. Because the real only gonna support what's real. That's it. And my point is this: you can't build on something that's not solid. So when you got to pull shenanigans, publicity stunts, like entertainers do, what happened to entertainers and rappers? Do they not get what? Bigged up for a minute, and then they own fans what? Turn on them. Every rapper, his fans turn on them. Every celebrity, their fans turn on them. That's why most of y'all that built y'all platforms or just walk around life off clout and attention, when you're not interested no more, you lose the attention and they leave to the next person that has more attention than you or break. You understand? It's how the game play. It's like sports. You know, when that team winning, everybody want to go for that team. When they start losing, they haul ass. Well, some of y'all life is like that. You do so much things to get the attention, then you get the attention and realize you still ain't getting nowhere. Why? Because it's not real support. So I just thought I'd say that. And that's part of the reason why, if you're not an innovator, a creator, if you're not a mover and a shaker, if you ain't got what it takes, a lot of shit you do ain't gonna work anyway. It's just gonna work for a certain amount of time. You no different from Tory Lanez and August Alsina. You're trending today, but we know for a fact, a couple more days go by, they will be out of here. Because we're in a microwave era. So that's why I salute all the people that rock with me and been holding it down, that support me, because I know one thing about y'all. See, y'all don't support me, y'all support my content. Y'all not here for me, y'all here for the things I say and how I say it. That's why y'all here. So now y'all all seeing the big picture of those who was tuned to me from day one when I told y'all my whole agenda. And now y'all see my plan came into fruition. That it never been about me, it's about the content. See, most of the people y'all go to for watching them, you see that most of them are not interested no more, and you see that they don't have no content. What I mean by content, we know it's a thing called original content. And entertainment is original content. You get it? That's all I'm saying. But that's a whole nother topic. I'm just going into that to speak and explain to y'all why things are becoming degenerate and you seeing things become low. Because the value it once had, it don't got the same value no more. And this is our life story. You know what I'm saying? What up, Vlad, right? On that note, I'm about to get out of here. I chopped it up with y'all enough. I went off the script. And like I said, Mockery of the black man. And it has nothing to do with a man's choice and preference. It's about how he's portrayed on a national scale. Mockery. A joke. Because no matter how much other people do deal with all transgender behavior, whatever they deal with, when it comes time for their image, they're going to always give you that perfect image. Because they know what it's about. LAMAR Odom is outright with a transgender, and that's his business. Chloe, his ex-wife, she's now looking like a boy. Do you see that? Where the hell is her breast at? Just saying. That woman had a body. I'm just saying, she had a regular body. Her body disappeared. Because she's trying to look like a man. Because a lot of women in Hollywood and other women feel like their man likes men. Or they feel like this particular look is in. And as you see, like I said earlier, you'll see Chloe and the one he with now look kind of similar. All you got to do is watch the forehead and the hairstyle. Look at the forehead. Same forehead. That's what he's attracted to. He like women with big head. So he said, screw all that. I'd rather just get me a transgender. And that's what he did. You dig? So like I said, this deception only works on certain people. And then some people want it to work. I spoke about this poor excuse for a father, Dwayne Wade, pimping his own son. And like somebody said, where the mother at? Because Dwayne Wade's son is running around calling, man, I'm done with this, man. I ain't going to go hard on the child, but I got to get on Dwayne Wade. Like I said, I had to show y'all. On a national scale, the black man has fallen. You take it or leave it. He's fallen. He's done. Maybe he'll get back up one day, but as of right now, he got knocked out just like his daddy did. On a world scale, that's just what it is. Take it or leave it. I don't got to sugarcoat it. You see, so-called brothers can't get along. Half of them beefing, ready to kill each other in the street, in real life, and all levels. Every black man want to kill each other. Everybody want to glorify everything that's foul. And at the end of the day, a nigga just want a pat on the head, some money, and a few material trinkets, and he's straight. But his whole generation is destroyed. Therefore, this behavior has forced women to wear the pants and go hard. But never forget, this one thing I always learn, one thing I always know. This is a fact. No matter how hard a woman go, if you go hard, she gonna still get in place. So some of y'all might got a problem with women being too hard. You got to question yourself now. Maybe you might be too soft. Because every woman I dealt with that was hard, whatever was tough, don't play that, punch you, whatever. She's still gonna get in place when a real man around. She just gonna understand it's the one and the two. You dig? And y'all together, I say it's that union. Y'all together. But when a lot of these women go extra hard, it's because they feel like they ain't protected. They feel like men are weak, men are a joke. And that's why they use a lot of you men for human dildos and sex toys. To some women, that's all you are. Yeah, she gonna make them noises. She gonna say what she gotta say when you're having sex because she just stroking your ego. But see, when that sex over with, in real life go on, she don't respect you. Understand that fact. And guess what, men? It's up for you to change that narrative. So don't get mad. That's just what it is. I spoke on this clout chasing ass doctor that used 50 Cent to promote the business of male sexual enhancement. I explained it earlier. A lot of men out here running around with fake muscles, and they also getting fake penises. And that got to be the mind state of a very, 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 very small man that needs to boost up his ego and confidence. But if you're a man and you got a woman, your woman, and you told your woman you about to go get a penis enhancement, after that, she ain't gonna look at you the same. And I don't understand why would you want to do that when you ain't gonna have the same feeling. When you have, you probably ain't gonna be able to feel nothing. And man, that's a whole nother topic. But I'm just showing you. 50 Cent has been made a mockery of by this woman. So 50 Cent is suing her ass. Because he basically saying you ain't gonna play with me like that. What you trying to say? I got a little Johnson? What you trying to say? I'm a half a man? Don't play with me like that. That's what 50 Cent saying to her, because he about to sue her ass. All right? And they say that more and more men every day are getting plastic surgery. And in my opinion, that's just more and more men becoming a female. You dig? That's my opinion. Just like a lot of you dudes, you sit in them, I ain't even gonna go there, man. Yeah, some of y'all be trying to get your hair done more than women. Now you're trying to get plastic surgery more than women. For what? Man, you have no. Some of y'all work out super hard, but when it comes to the bedroom, you got no workout game. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. We out of here. Salute to everybody that pulled up. Everybody that got pissed off and mad. Good for you. Everybody that's still here, we vibing. Y'all know what time it is. This is what we do. Other than that, I'm going to stay organic. I'm going to stay authentic. And it ain't nothing else to talk about, so I had to talk about the real and waste a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Episode 269 in the books. 269, and we've been on our grind. We're going to do it all the time. We're going to be back again tomorrow. Check me in the AM. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay in the loop. Y'all stay straight. I got love for all my people. Salute to the Fun of Fame Mafia, and I'm out of here. One.